This is a trade where we get to learn all about price level. Going to talk a little about AMC, not a stock that I usually trade, but one where there was a setup and I liked it and we took the trade very, very clean, and it was all about the entry point, all about the expectation for where the move might go, and then just keeping it very, very simple. It did give you multiple cracks at this, so just sort of pay attention. We're going to go to the 15-minute here. A lot of times I'll do 15 or the daily chart. Just want to show you. Last week, we did have this, earlier this week and last week as well, we did have this area of support at 15. So I'm sort of showing you this here. You got that nice bounce off 15, and then you had this monster drop. You got a 16 all the way down to 14 move, and your retracement was dead on to 15 even. You then had the flush last couple of days and a bit of a recovery, and then you're retesting that 15 level in the pre-market. So the whole idea that support turns into resistance, broken, you're headed back to the upside. So that's your 15 entry point. This is just a pure breakout trade. It is not a buy the dip. It is it breaks 15, we're going long. Now, obviously you have this nice consolidation area, your previous high for your out there. You can give it to those quarters or maybe a few extra pennies if you like. That doesn't come into play, so it didn't end up causing us any kind of concern. Now, if you look at the upward targets here, the only mistake, and I'm going to get to this top level here, which we should have held on to in a second, that was the mistake that we made. I was looking primarily at this first level at the 30s, and then where this fell off. And at 15.50, this ran away from the price to the downside. So I was looking 30 and 50. You can see those are the executions that we're going to have out. Get out in front of the 30 level, get out in front of the 50. Now, it did make another test higher to 15.70. And a lot of times when you're with the momentum and it starts to go, and on top of that, it even held a dip, right? So it holds a dip down. This should have been a re-entry at 15. And once you get that re-entry point, you're starting to think, where's your next obvious target? You've got a nice double top, lower high, right around that 15.70 mark. Clearly, this was a missed opportunity to jump back into the trade off of 15 and then ride it to that next high. Now, I'm not anticipating that AMC on Fed Day was going to make a move in the morning, breaking out of last week's highs. Never a thought in my mind. It was a pure momentum play through that 15 and then picking some good target points. It did give me a chance to dip at that price in front of 15s right around the end of our morning show, and it gave me a nice little scalp trade. Then we got out flat for the rest. But the key thing here was identifying the breakout level that we really liked. Had it run away from that price in the past? Yes, it had. So when it broke out, we loved it. I didn't care much about the news for yesterday. I think that was a bit of a nothing burger, but we should have reloaded this when it gave us the chance at 15. Nice little consolidation there. You can always try to get a little bit better with your executions. That can mean re-entry points. That can mean holding longer. That can mean holding to your stops. Whatever it is, you always want to be improving.